Hello, in this video, I will explain to you on how to find I1, I2, and I3 using the Kirchhoff laws, the Kirchhoff current law and the Kirchhoff voltage law. Okay, so here we have I1, I2, and I3 here that we are looking for. And there are two laws that we need to do, which is the first one is the Kirchhoff current law or the junction rule. Okay. We need to do the junction rule, and it says that the sum of the current that goes into a junction is equal to the sum of the current that goes out from a junction. But we have two junctions here, right? So we will have this junction A or this junction B, and we can use one of them. So I will use the junction A here. So we will use that, and the only current that goes into this junction is I3. So we will have I3 here, and that will equal to I1 is going out and I2 is going out, and the sum of them is I1 plus I2. Good. And here we have three variables, right? I1, I2, and I3. So we need two more equations other than this. And that two more equation comes from the Kirchhoff voltage law or the loop rule. So we need to do the loop rule here. And the loop rule said that the sum of the voltage in a loop will equal to 0. But we need to draw the loop first. Okay, I will use this loop here. So this one here is loop 1. And this one here is loop 2. Good. But then aside from drawing the loops, I also need to draw the polarity of the resistor. The convention is like this, where the current comes from is the positive terminal and where the current goes to is the negative terminal. Now let's do that for all the resistors. So here is the positive side and here is the negative side. And from here, I will have the positive side is where the current comes from and where the current goes to is the negative terminal. Okay. So now let's do the loop rule at loop 1. Okay, the thing is we have to be very careful about the sign of the voltage. Okay, now let's start with the loop 1 here, and the loop entering from the positive terminal. It is entering from the positive terminal, so I will have positive sign. So I have plus, and the voltage is 6, right? But because this is the beginning of an equation, I don't need to write the positive, right? So we'll have 6. And then the loop here entering this 2 ohm resistor from the negative terminal. So I will have minus sign. So I'll have minus 2 ohm here. But then remember, we need voltage. To get voltage from resistance, we multiply it by current. And the current that passed through this resistor is I1. So we will have I1 here. Good. And now one more component, this 2 ohm resistor, we will have plus sign because the loop entering from the positive terminal here. So we will have plus, and then the value is 2 ohm multiplied by the current. So I'll have 2I2. All of that will equal to 0. Good. And now we can move this to the right hand side. So I'll have 6 is equal to 2I1 minus 2I2, or we can divide both sides by 2, right? So I'll have I1 minus I2, and that will equal to 6 divided by 2, that will be 3. Good. And again, let's play the same game using the loop rule, but this time at loop 2. Okay, loop rule. So we will have sigma v is equal to 0 at loop 2. Okay, now this loop here entering from the positive terminal, which has 8 volts. So we'll have 8. Okay, and then this will enter this 4 ohm resistor from the negative terminal. So we will have minus sign here. And the value is 4 ohm multiplied by the current, which is I3. And the last component here also entering from the negative terminal. So we will have minus and then the value is 2 ohm, and then the current is I2. So we'll have I2 here, and all of that will equal to 0. Okay, let's move this to the right hand side. So we will have 8 is equal to 4I3 plus 2I2. But we have I3 here is I1 plus I2. So I will have 8 is equal to 4 multiplied by I1 plus I2 and then plus 2I2. Good. And let's multiply this out. So we'll have 4I1 plus 4I2 plus 2I2. And I just write this 8 to the right hand side like this. Good. And then 4 plus 2 is 6. So we will have 4I1 plus 6I2. And that will equal to 8. Or we will have 2I1 and then plus 3I2. That will equal to 4. Okay, if you see it here, equation number 1 and equation number 2 is a linear equation, right? So we have 2 equations and 2 variables. We should be able to solve it for I1 and I2. Okay, let's clean this up and do exactly that. Okay, so now what we need to do is to solve equation number 1 and number 2, right? So we will have to solve it. Solve 1 and 2. And how to solve it? I think I will use the elimination rule here. So I want to eliminate I2. So let's multiply equation 1 by 3. And let's use the equation 2 as is. And multiplying equation 1 by 3 resulting in 3I1 minus 3I2. And that will equals to 9, right? And this one here we will have 2I1 and then plus 3I2. And that will equal to 4. Okay, we can add them up here to cancel this minus 3 and 3, right? So we will have 5I1 on the left hand side. And then on the right hand side, I will have 13. And so we will have I1 here is 13 divided by 5. Or that will be I1 is equal to 2.6. 2.6 ampere. Okay, that is one of the values that we are looking for. So let's put that into a box like this. Okay, but then if I1 is this, we can also find out what is I2, right? From the equation number 1. Okay, maybe let's clean this up first. Okay, now let's substitute the values of I1 into equation number 1. So we will have 2.6 and then minus I2. That will equal to 3. Or we can isolate for I2 here, which is 2.6 minus 3. And that will be I2 here is equal to, I think that will be minus 0.4. Okay, and the unit here will be in ampere. So we have also I2. But then from I1 and I2, we can also have I3, right? Because I3 is just the addition of them, right? The sum of them. So we will have I3 here is equal to I1 plus I2. Okay, so we will have I3 is equal to 2.6 and then plus minus 0.4. Okay, now we will have I3 there. That will equal to 2.2, I think, 2.2 ampere. And we have all the values of I1, I2, and I3. And that is the answer for this question. And as usual, thank you for watching. If you get any question, send me your problem to this email here, rdsatria11@gmail.com. Hopefully, I did not make any mistakes during my calculation. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.